going on live video now. I'm on live video now. I'm on a live Facebook now. So, call me back, please. I want to welcome you on board. I want to appreciate all of you. I'm sorry I could not be on the radio today because of my work schedule in the office. So there's no way I can be in at the radio station today. It's so impossible for me to be there. And you will be shocked to know that we have snow. We had snow this morning, isn't it? It was snowing this morning, so it's a bit rough. But that's not the reason why I could not go onto the radio today. I have clients that has emergency needs, so I have to attend. I haven't got choice but to attend to those needs all the way from Scotland, you know. So you have to bear with me if I'm missing from the radio channel this afternoon. My name has not changed. The program we did yesterday night on Yoruba program, you know, Ewide Yoruba, I had a lot of complaints. Sorry, don't worry. I had a lot of complaints from non-native speakers. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to close the group of the Yoruba speakers for that program. I'm going to create the group separately and close it. So it will mainly be for those who speak Yoruba, so it will not be causing problem in the public on my public platform. So I will close the group, and then we can have it for majorly Yoruba people alone and at that time. So once we put people in there, I will move people there automatically by myself, and I will give you the time, exact time that we'll be doing it. So anywhere I am in the world, we will do that program. I don't want us to lose the program. A lot of people complain, but I have to apologize. The topic we are having today is to do with the children's right to obtain their citizenship in the United Kingdom. Children's right to obtain citizenship in the United Kingdom. It's becoming majorly common now that a lot of people are getting wrong information with regards to when a child can be registered to become a UK citizen. At what stage can you register a child to be a UK citizen? It's an area of concern, and I realize that it's an area that needs to be addressed so that closely I can reduce the panic. I would say I can reduce the panic, because a lot of people do not know that a child has to reach a certain age for him or her to become a UK citizen. If none of the parents is a settled person till date. There are several ways to which you can register a child in the United Kingdom. I want to welcome all of you on board. I want to welcome you on board. The names are quite heavy, so it's so impossible to start calling names. But before I go into that topic, I am going to be at, let's look at the address for next week program, please. I am going to be at Redeemed Church, Plaistow, next week Saturday. I think it's about 4 o'clock, because I have occasion immediately after that event. So I have informed Pastor Mr. and Mrs. to make sure that people are on time and we kickstart. There is no African time. I am going to be at Plaistow in East London at the Redeemed Christian Church, you know. And closely, I am going to be talking about the issue of welfare, taking care of children, what's gone wrong in our community, in the society, and why governments are getting involved in the issue of children. I'll be talking about that, and I'll also be looking at some ways, you know, that you can take to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. I'll be looking at those closely. Don't be too happy that it's going to be on Facebook. That is the right of that church, so it's not coming on Facebook. Only the introduction of the program will appear on the Facebook for you to know that I'm there and we have commenced. Second day, immediately after that day, there is another seminar. Another Redeemed Church. They are going to put their flyers on to me today as well. They've just taken my picture away now to put my photograph on their flyer for the program. So there's 2 programs for me next week, Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to have one on Saturday, the other one on Sunday, and it's going to be on immigration issue. Please try as much as possible, if you live close or nearby, to attend either of them. I will get you the full address either today before I finish, or possibly during the week. I will tell you exactly where we are going to be. So Saturday and Sunday of next week, I'm going to be deeply involved, rooted with the Redeemed churches in that area, whereby I'm going to show off my public speaking skill and demonstrate my legal knowledge, my skills in terms of what I understand about the situation that is happening between parents and the stakeholders in the United Kingdom on the issue of taking care of children and taking children away from parents. I'll be looking at it closely. Now, if I have some social worker on my channel, on my platform here, if you're a social worker person and you work with social services family unit, please get in touch with me. It probably means that you are going to be invited to speak for us for about 5-10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, so that we can elaborate on this thing and move away from law completely. So I'll be more than grateful to have. I think there are some ladies, fine ladies on my channel that says they work within the social services department. They have contacted me in the past, but because I have so many things to deal with, I may not keep their records. But I'm saying categorically, with due respect and great humility, if you are on my platform, please connect with me before next week, Saturday, so that we can work together and assist our people in the society. Please, it is so important to me that we work together to assist those who need our services in the United Kingdom. The seminar is not mainly for Nigeria alone. The seminar is for everybody that may be affected in one way or another. So I will be more happy if I see many people from my platform turning up next week, Saturday. I trust Pastor and Mr. and Mrs. They always cater for food, cater for the needs. So welfare, in terms of taking care of people, I have always given them that due respect. They always take care of people that come, and they always pay their due to the necessary people that they're supposed to pay due to. So if you are coming, please let us know that you'll be meeting us at Place 2, Redeemed Church in Place 2. I think the full address is on the flyer anyway. I think the full address is on the flyer. So if you have time and you want to come, by all means, please join me next week, Saturday, 4 o'clock. I've told them to let it be prompt time, because immediately after that seminar, I have a party to attend, and I'll be going straight away after that seminar. So I'll be dressing up from the seminar. After seminar, I'll dress up and I'll go to the party. So I want you to join me for the seminar, please. And to those that we are going together to the party, please don't forget, let's meet at the seminar so that we can take off from there. Thank you. Today's program is basically to ease off pressure on parents in the diaspora, in the United Kingdom, rather. A lot of parents are very, very concerned, and they are receiving wrong information with regards to when to register a child. Now, let me put it straight to you straight away. A child born in the United Kingdom that none of the parents has a settled status will not be entitled to become a UK citizen. A lot of people are asking questions. I have 3-year-old child. Can I register my child? I have 5-year-old child. Can he become a UK citizen? I have 7-year-old child. Can he become a UK citizen? It is impossible. Unless if one of the parents is settled in the UK, then you can be looking from that angle to register your child. And there are various ways to do so. But the one I want to really put pressure, to relieve pressure on parents, is that do not allow anybody to deceive you, to tell you that you are going to register a child that none of the parents has settlement status in the United Kingdom. That is so impossible. Just a second, please. Just a second. Apologies to that, my dears. Apologies. I just quickly went to go and attend to something. So the issue here is that unless one of the parents is settled at the time of the child's birth, or the child is born in the UK and is born after 2006 period, that is when the child can be registered, when one of the parents is settled, or settled even after when the child was born. Let's get it right. I'm on 07908 628 240. If it's not clear, call me now on 07908 628 240. It's quite long to answer every questions, every inquiries on my WhatsApp. It's very long. I cannot have time to answer thousands of WhatsApp inquiries. Rárá. Kò sí time. I have work, I have files, people have paid me to do job, so I cannot afford to be sitting down and be answering WhatsApp. And in between of the WhatsApp answering them, there are some things that are not relevant that people are forwarding to me. I've been saying it now, anybody that forward things that are not relevant to me, I'm going to be blocking them off my WhatsApp, because you are not a pastor. So don't forward me something that doesn't belong to you and pretend as if it's your English and just forward it to me directly. It's wrong. It's totally wrong. You have to acknowledge who owns that audio or who owns that statement. If you cannot acknowledge who owns the statement or audio, please don't forward it. It's irritating and it's blocking my WhatsApp to answer those who really need my services. That's what I'm for. I want to answer those who need my services. Now, going back to what we're talking about on the 10 years, on the child that wants to be a UK citizen. Now, I have repeatedly said this in many of my videos, but because of the situation that happened 2, 3, 4 days ago, consistently, it prompts me to the idea of using this topic today to deal with it once and for all. If you want to register a child that was born in the United Kingdom and none of the parents is settled to date of that 10th year birthday of the child continuously must be in the United Kingdom from birth. The child continuously must be in the United Kingdom from birth. If a child is not continuously in the UK from birth, he or she has lost it. Let's get that right. If a child is not in the United Kingdom continuously from birth, he has lost it. Now, that is not to do with the child that has limited leave to remain. If the child is fortunate to be granted 2.5 years during the period of 7th year in the United Kingdom with one of the parents, and the child went on holiday for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he has not lost anything, because he has leave to leave UK and has leave to return back into United Kingdom, so he has not lost it. So a child taken out on holiday is secure and it's okay. Will return back successfully, and as soon as the child clocked 10 years birthday, the second day is the deemed date that the child will be entitled to register, not before the 10th birthday. The calculation has to be, if a child is born on 16th of March 2008, today is 17th of March. From today, the child will be entitled to register. Yesterday was the day the child clocked 10 years, exactly in the UK, for not traveling out of the country previously, because none of the parents has leave to remain. So of course the child will remain in the United Kingdom. So obviously the child will be entitled for registration immediately after his 10th birthday. The 10th birthday will be a child born on the 16th of March 2008 will be 10 years yesterday, 16th of March 2018. So the child registration can commence from today and onward. The child registration can commence from today. That is the basic English. There is no way you can register a child that is not 10th, that hasn't clocked 10th year in the United Kingdom continuously. Don't waste your money. Also, a lot of people want me to clarify this, that child that is that they brought into the United Kingdom at 6 months old can be registered into UK at the end of the 10th birthday. It's a lie. It's untrue. That is not a true representation of what the government is saying. Once a child is not born in the United Kingdom and hasn't got British birth certificate and has not spent 10 years continuously in the UK, that child is not entitled to registration. The child will have to go through the normal procedure unless if one of the parents along the line has a settled status. Then that can confirm that child's entitlement to registration in the United Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, are you with me? I'm on 07908-628-240. If you are worried or concerned about what I am saying now, please, this is an opportunity and an arena, of course, for you to ask me questions bothering your mind at the moment now, and I'll be more than happy to deal with it. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. I'm dealing with the issue of child registration in the UK, entitlement to become a citizen of the United Kingdom. That's what I'm dealing with right now. There is nothing else we are talking about other than the fact that we are talking about at what stage can a child be entitled to. Now, I have registered a lot of children in my career on a different level, different sections, different avenue, different opportunity for them to become a citizen of the UK. Of course, a child that the mother has British passport, that child will be entitled to British passport immediately as well if born in the United Kingdom. Yes. You see, the clarity of this is that we have to differentiate between the child born in the UK and the child born outside the United Kingdom. We have to differentiate between a child born to a British passport holder and a child born to a settlement person outside the United Kingdom. They're not the same. If you are carrying an indefinite leave to remain, listen, if you're carrying an indefinite leave to remain and your child is born in Nigeria, typical example, that child cannot be applied, get British passport. We need to get that right. The child cannot get British passport because what the parent is holding at the time of the birth of that child is a settlement status, which is just indefinite leave to remain, not the British passport. Hello?
Hello,
Ekasan, please. Please go ahead.
Yes. Italian citizen, that citizenship, how the Nigerian citizens want to see me, by the sides. I will find particular chances in that you go on your man. The one in university, the one in college, and the one in secondary school.
Passport. Oh, you can't get permit for one. You supposed to apply for their residence permit first in Italy.
What you mean?
And then you can travel together into United Kingdom if you want to come and live in the UK. Yeah, you will apply through the UK embassy that you are bringing them to United Kingdom.
Even though Nigeria
It doesn't matter. You apply through the United Kingdom in Italy, that you are bringing them to United Kingdom to live with you. You are a European person and you are entitled because they have residence permit.
Okay.
As long as you can demonstrate that they are your children.
Oh yes. So, to the one residence permit, they try to give another Italian citizen. Or you come about just like that and they apply for a lot of.
Yes, you can bring them in.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. I will look into it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
You see, a lot of people do not understand how the system works. If you are living in Italy, of course you can bring the children into United Kingdom, but you have to apply to the UK embassy for them for permits to travel into UK. But they must have right to be in Italy in the first instance before you can then now apply for them to have a family permit to travel into United Kingdom. Of course, they will be entitled to have family permit to come to UK with their father. And if it's the wife, there is no need to apply. You can travel free movement with the marriage certificate. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yeah, hi.
I can't come out.
Ẹ káàsán o.
Question tí mo fẹ́ bèèrè ni pé ẹni tó bá bí ọmọ sí Europe country tó ní BC ọmọ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ó ti gbé wọ London ọmọ yẹn ti ń go ó ti pé 13 years nísìn ṣùgbọ́n láàárín ẹ̀ ìyá ẹ̀ gba 3 years after that 3 years wọ́n tún fún ní 2 years so táyì sọ fún ìyá ẹ̀ ní 2 and 3 years yẹn 6 years náà gbélé lórí along ẹ̀ náà lọ fún ọmọ yẹn náà ní the same thing tí ìyá yẹn ní ẹjọ́ mà ṣé èèyàn lè register ọmọ yẹn fún nationality ìlú yìí ni.
Rárá.
Okay, ma.
Rárá. The child is not entitled until when the mother owns is in possession of indefinite leave to remain.
Okay, ma.
Until then, child will not be able to register.
Okay, ma. So the best thing, kí yẹ dúró dègbà tí ó máa ní indefinite leave to remain.
That is correct. That is correct. Unless except if the child clocked 10 years from birth before the grant of indefinite leave to remain, then the child can go in for registration separately.
Okay, ma. Láàárín ẹ̀ tí ìyá ẹ̀ bá tún wá ní ọmọ tó bí sílùú yìí, ìyẹn ti pé 7 years nísìn. Ṣé ọmọ yẹn náà àti lè register fún
No.
nationality náà?
You cannot register child until the mother obtains permanent status.
Okay, ma. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ ma.
You're most welcome, ma.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ma. God bless.
Thank you, ma. Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah. Let me reiterate the question the young lady asked me right now for those who haven't got the Yoruba knowledge or understanding. The question she asked is that the mother has first 3 years, second 3 years, and third 2 years. And along with it, the child also has the same. The question is that can the mother register the child for citizenship? Of course, the answer is no. Because she has not obtained a permanent residence. You will only be able to register your child in the UK that's born in the United Kingdom if you have a permanent status, which is equivalent, is the same thing as indefinite leave to remain. Indefinite leave to remain is under immigration status, while permanent residency comes under European regulations. Unless you have permanent, which means that there is no limited restriction. So you don't have any restriction to your stay in the United Kingdom. That is when you can register your child to have a UK citizenship. Hello? Hello? Please lower your device. Lower your device. Thank you. Hello? Yeah. Yes. So if I were him, he would have to wait and stay with the same employer until his new status is granted. Because the new employer is entitled to ask for your passport and your right to work in the UK. He's not supposed to take Section 3C 1971 Act right to continue in employment while paper is under consideration from the Home Office. The new employer is not obliged to take that. It's only the current employer that is under obligation because he has seen your right to work from the inception of your employment. Thank you. Yeah, bye. Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, when we came into this country, my daughter was 1 year old. Oh, I put 10 years looking. This year, that affects 2.5 years. So, that child, you know, that only the opportunity last like you start.
How old is this child now? You brought? Did you say?
7 years. She was 1 when they came in.
So the child will continue to apply under you, unless if you have your indefinite leave to remain along the line. Yes.
Okay.
Since the child wasn't born in the UK.
No, she wasn't. She was 1 when they came in.
Yeah, so it will have to apply under you throughout.
Throughout. Okay. All right, ma.
Thank you, ma. Thank you. Yes, ma. Bye. Bye. There's so much to deal with when it comes to the issue of registration of child in the United Kingdom, child entitlement to hold British passport in the United Kingdom. Parents are getting it wrong all the time. That is evident because I've seen a lot of cases come through my desk or through so many phone calls or WhatsApp when parents are saying that they want to apply, they want to get this. You will only be able to get it if you get proper advice from this section. So you need to get advice. Hello?
Hello, ma.
Yeah.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Yes. Okay. It's not that straightforward. If it's that straightforward, there will be so many children in the United Kingdom on the streets of London or streets of United Kingdom from Nigerian parents or from another country's family that the relative is deceased, Okay. So because of that, because of the situation, because it attracts a lot of, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not that straightforward. If you are going to be successful in that kind of situation, you really have to demonstrate strictly that you are responsible for the upbringing of that child. And that is not just by saying alone.
Yes.
You got to demonstrate by paperwork. So the child has to become yours immediately. So you need to do the adoption. You need to go through the adoption process. Bear it in mind. The adoption process from Nigeria is now becoming more difficult now because the government or the judges are saying that you have to demonstrate that you stay at least a year with that child continuously in the United Kingdom, in Nigeria. Typical example where the child is. If you cannot demonstrate that, it's going to be difficult. But I think you should come. I think you should come and see me. That's what I was going to say. I think you should find time, book appointment, and come and see me. Yes.
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 So I will book appointment with your lady tomorrow or Monday. I will call them.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. That's correct.
Okay, for consultation.
Yes.
I will call on Monday to book a Wednesday because I'm off on Wednesday so I can come.
Okay.
Because I need to get them.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye. It is not that easy to bring relative kids into the United Kingdom after the passing off of the parents because of the child slavery issue that we are strictly looking into in the United Kingdom. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my question is, if you have a child that was not born in the UK, but she has gotten indefinite stay, how long can you stay on that indefinite stay
It's habitual residence, so it's 3 years.
Okay, she has to be on that indefinite stay for 3 years before she can apply for the
Correct.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, I appreciate that for.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
No, I'm patient.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you. Your unique question was very I joking about what degree only year to the job because I'm really settled. I go now we were there maybe let's see 1 is 2, 1 is 3.5. Actually there is possibility of right for 9.
Please say it again. Say it again. Your voice is a bit low.
Yeah, is there any possibility? Any way they want to recognize somebody that around in that different?
What have they got at the moment? Tell me what exactly they are holding. That will determine the advice I'm going to give.
Yeah, basically at the moment they are both how many one they are both on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have to stay there. They are woman stage because actually the woman come on the husband.
Mm-hmm. You mean the parents are not having status at the moment? Is that what you are saying? Okay.
Yeah, not having status at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, is there any way we can get this right? That's an application.
And they have a child. How old is their child?
Yeah, one is around 2 years and the other one is around 3.5 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make it on any.
Okay. So they cannot do anything now since the child has not, the older child has not called the clock the immigration rule requirements.
Yeah, okay. But the thing is, is there any how? Is there any other way that
There's no any other way around it. If they have 2 children and they are husband and wife, they are living together and they haven't got anything, their prayer is for the child to grow up successfully and become a UK citizen, so they can both benefit under that child.
At the moment, they are no. I think they actually came here as husband and wife, but they are no more together. They are divorced or something like that.
Can you tell such people to book appointments and come for consultation on one-to-one? You see, there are some questions that you may want to ask deeply, and the owner of the question, the owner of that case may have other things to ask as well. So, yes.
So what time do we take the appointment?
You have to call office on Monday.
On which number? Sorry. Let me just state the number so we can call you.
Call me back later on, please. I want to concentrate on this, and then I'll give it to you later on.
Okay.
Or even if you look on the line, the number is on the line.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hi.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
You're doing a great job. Well done, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you something about this trip. And there is this situation. You check if you want to.
And even if you speak Yoruba, I have to be answering back in English because of the audience.
Okay, ma'am, let me speak English. Yeah, there is this situation as well where a mother came in with children that are probably about 10 months old and about 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got their status right now, they're limited leave to remain.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been released for the second time or so. But they are 7 years, they're going to be about 7 years in the country now. Are they entitled to the children to the naturalization?
How old are the children?
There's a 10 years and there's a 6 years.
The child is 10 years.
Yeah, there's a 6 years old among them. They are going to be 7 years in the bit. Yeah, they're staying in the UK for 7 years, so they actually have a limited leave to remain.
How old is the first child? How old is the first child?
The first child is 10 years old.
The first child is how old?
She's 10.
Okay.
She's 10 and she's not limited with as well as.
Was the child born in the UK? Was the child born in the United Kingdom?
No, she wasn't born in the United Kingdom.
Ah, okay, that's the problem. So what has the parent got at the moment? Do you know what the parents is having?
Limited with what they have.
So they have to continue to renew under that emblem, isn't it?
Yes, with the children as well.
Yes.
They don't enjoy the 7 years or 10 years.
If they have 2.5 years, which is limited leave to remain, then they have to continue to renew under the same children that they went in for, because I'm sure the government will not give them the limited leave to remain without the child, unless if they individually clock 20 years in the UK. That I am certain of. They were granted that limited leave to remain from experience under a child.
Yes, the mother has British. She has other British children.
The mother has other British children.
Yes.
Okay. I'm with you.
So after it was from there, the mother got her status, and the other children to have their status. So they are about 7 years in the country now. That's why she's actually thinking if she can switch them, she can leave them out of her own application when they are 7 years in the country and go for naturalization for them.
Okay. So invariably, there is nothing she can do because she has to continue applying under those children that she was granted with in the first instance. Nothing changed. And if
the children, the other children. So the mother is not thinking to change. It's only the children she's thinking to change to do naturalization for.
even me, I'm struggling to hear you from here. So I don't know how my audience will hear you.
I said the mother is not intending to change her route. She's still remaining on the same route. But she's thinking the children, after their 7 years in the country, maybe they could, because they've not traveled, they've not left the country at all. So
The children cannot become UK citizen after 7th birthday. They can only become UK citizen after 10th birthday. And that is providing that they are born in the United Kingdom and they have lived in the UK continuously. 7 years is not the route for registration. 10 years is the route.
Oh, 10 years. Oh, so they have to stay in the country for 10 years without leaving.
If they have limited leave to remain, they can travel out of the country on holiday.
Oh, okay. It doesn't affect their leaving the country or not?
No.
Oh, okay, ma.
Thank you.
So much.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Bye now.
Please, when you are asking questions, let it be so brief because there's so many missing calls here that want to ask questions as well. So when you are asking, you have to be very brief. If you cannot be brief, I'm going to be cutting it off because I have a lot of things to do and I have people waiting for me in the office at the moment. So you want to hear me well, please let your question be so brief and that will do me a good deal to answer you properly as well.
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, hello.
Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please, I want to talk to Maya Toko.
You are on to me already.
Hello?
You are on to me already. Please go ahead.
I'm calling from Egypt.
Go ahead.
Okay. Please, I sent a message. I asked about in English here. I want to take back.
You want to do what?
So I asked her, but I don't have a bank. Okay. So I now ask her maybe I can take do bank that to Africa.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I'm calling that my daughter. I had that access to the first day ago. So I haven't applied for her. So can I register now? Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, please go ahead. Sorry about that.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that I gave back to my daughter 2006,
Okay.
which is about 12 years ago,
Okay.
and I haven't applied anything for her. Can I register her again for naturalization?
You gave birth to your child how many years ago?
2006, that's 12 years ago.
So 12 years ago. And you have not taken that child out of the country and bring the child back on a visa?
No, she has been to Dublin once.
She has what?
Been to Dublin once.
How did you get her out?
Oh, because I have my residence in UK and the brother is Irish as well. So under the Nigerian family, that's so I can prepare for the day.
You should be booking an appointment to see me first, please.
Okay.
Please. Is that okay? You're going to book an appointment to see me on 0208 309 8808. There's so many errors here. It doesn't look as if I'm going to stay long here because I have got people coming in. So hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
And we thank you for what you are doing. We bless God.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just a quick question, ma'am. I would like to know, it's just about, I'm going to digress a bit. It's just about the premium service. I've got a son who's got a British passport, and the mom hasn't got anything, and mom wants to apply for a say through the son who's got a British passport. I was wondering, could that be done with the premium service?
Lie. No, she hasn't got one before, so she cannot go through premium.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
If she has
Thank
if she has previously been granted, then she can do premium.
Okay.
For extension.
Okay, ma'am. All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless you. Well done, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. You cannot do premium service if you have run out of leave to remain and you want to go under a British child in the United Kingdom. You have to go through us so that we can digest law into it as to the reason why you are qualified to go into it, to have the application done. You have to use a lawyer of our standard. Hello?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. How are you? Please go ahead quickly.
All right. I got a quick inquiry to make. I've got a partner right now. She was under DL, regional business, and she's gotten it twice already now, and she's about going to try indefinite leave to remain. But what happened is she has it with her own children, 3 of them. And checking the fee,
the one she's going to pay now for the indefinite leave, she's upset. She says she doesn't have the money. And considering the past two other ones she had, she didn't pay for them. So I was obviously trying to make inquiry on behalf of her to see, is it possible for her to still reapply without payment?
Is she your partner?
Yeah, she's my partner right now anyway.
And you are working?
I'm working on my own, yeah.
So why can't you assist her towards the payment of that application form?
Well, we're talking about £10,000. I cannot afford that.
How many of them?
And she got 3 children before, with herself making 4.
And why is she coming under fee waiver? Why did she want to use fee waiver?
And what happened is initially when she signed the deal, since 2011, she's never been paying, and they gave her the first one and she renewed the second one as well.
You
and
see?
she's never paid. Even the last one she had took like a year because when I got involved in it, I knew it was because she didn't pay money. That was why it took on like a year before she was renewed.
Let me warn you the disadvantage of coming under fee waiver if you have leave to remain and you are coming to apply for extension or for a renewal or for anything. You see, fee waiver is a gambling. If you don't have leave to remain, that's fine. You can gamble it. Remember, it has to go through. It will go through the fee assessment office, so they have to cost it first and look at the condition, whether you met the condition before they can grant that fee waiver thing. Now, the definition of it is destitution.
Yes,
you have to.
Right.
She has to be destitute. Destitute will mean either facing domestic violence or homeless, and will have to demonstrate that she has not been working, or if she's working, the money she's earning is only a token.
Right.
If she's unable to fulfill that and she puts in a fee waiver, she's going to run out of leave by the time they will make final decision, and she will lose that right to the indefinite leave to remain. And I've seen those who have lost it in the past, those who have lost the right. You see, the way I always advise my clients is that once they have been granted one leave, they should be putting money aside for the renewal of the next one.
To me, I just felt because there were too many under this cost. And there's no way she's going to make this money. And she can't keep borrowing money to do this.
You see, the situation at the moment is it doesn't matter to the government. If she's working, she's supposed to find the means to get the thing done. You see, what I'm saying here is that it is not good for her to be out of status and start all over again. That's my only area of concern. The money is not my money, it's the government money. Government have the qualified accountant to decide whether client is entitled to it or not. It's not my problem for client to go through that area. My concern is that a child that is eating meat must not end up eating bones. That is just my concern, and I'm so worried about that area, and I will not change my English on that. I'm very worried. You see, if you have...
And I'm worried as well, to be honest.
Exactly. So if she has status, she should have known from onset that this thing is coming. So she should have been saving money. Now let's apportion this. How old are the children in this journey?
She gave birth to 3 of them here. And the older one, the eldest one is in S2. But she's 13. So
the three one born in the UK, how old are they now?
And the least one is 7. One is 7, one is 10, and one is 13.
The one 10 years old that was born in the UK, why can't that be registered and come out of that application? Because that is cheaper. 993 is the application to register, and £2,227 is the application for indefinite leave to remain for that one child, excluding lawyer fee. So if there is a child that is born in the UK and has spent 10 years in the UK and that child is among them, that child should be taken off the list. Go and do the registration from whatever it's called to register that child and pay 993 for the child registration and take that child off the hook, off the line. So that child will not be part of them. And then you will be having the remaining of them that is not entitled to go into registration now.
Right. So when you mean registration, what are you referring to as registration?
I'm referring to the child born in the UK that is now entitled to have a naturalization registration certificate to be a UK citizen. In other words, that child should not come under indefinite leave to remain anymore. That child should be out of it now. So pull the child out from the list. Take that child off the list. Take the child off the list and register that child for British passport for registration in the UK.
Right, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense the way you're saying it.
Because it has to make sense, my dear. It has to make sense. That's my job.
I will need you. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably book an appointment.
To see me, exactly. You will book an appointment, come and see me. Then it's only going to cost you how much to see me consultation. And then we diagnose like a medical doctor.
We live so far from you in London.
It doesn't matter. I can do the advice on the phone. I can do the advice.
Okay,
Speak to my secretary on Monday, then you do the advice over the phone. They will give you a slot, and then you do it on the phone.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll get in touch with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
Cheers, bye. You see, I'm not supporting the huge fees. Don't get me wrong. People almost killed me yesterday or 2 days ago when I speak. I am not supporting the huge fees. No way. That's not possible. I'm for people. I'm on people's side. I work for people. I'm a human rights lawyer. Quote me. Get me. I'm a human rights lawyer. I'm working in your interest. My problem and my concern is that don't leave your leave mucking around and then you run out of leave. Then a child that her mother is selling clothes cannot wear a rack. A child that a father is selling meat cannot be eating bones or be eating without meat in the house. It's not possible. So we should get this right. So my concern and my support is on your side. I'm on your side. You see, those who are doing the campaign, fantastic, that is fine. Let them go ahead with the campaign. But you, as my client, don't wait for the campaign and say you are going to wait until they bring the fees back down. It's impossible. So that you are not going to run out of status. Go and put in your application now. And whatever happens, then those who are coming behind will benefit from it. That's just my complaint. That's just my talk. That's just my point. That guy now, if he had not called now, how would he pick my brain to understand what I'm saying? There is always a way to go about it. Hello, dear. Hi.
How are you, man?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for the good job you are doing, man.
God bless you. Thank you.
May God bless you.
Thank you.
My question is that I submitted my son's national election in January. So I want to know how many months it will take.
I cannot tell you, to be honest.
Okay.
Government is supposed to take 6 months to answer you and finalize everything within 6 months.
Okay.
But believe me, they have taken more than what they can chew. So it basically means that there's so much application inside.
Okay.
And less staff, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Bye. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a good question, please, man. If somebody came into this UK on a student visa,
okay.
And because of the stage rule that you cannot spend more than 7 or 8 years in UK,
okay,
but along the line of your wife and you have 2 children,
okay,
and you don't want to go back to your body, is there anything other than end up on, please?
They came as a student into the United Kingdom. What year?
Yeah, 2011.
2011 is only 7 years ago.
Yes.
And they have run out of visa now.
No, the visa is not run out.
The visa is still on. Okay. And what is your question?
I'm not saying that because they put
cap on the number of years the children have spent in the UK, and they don't want to go back, and they already having 2 children, and the one here, the one is working, or the husband is not working.
How old are the children?
One is 4, one is 1.
The children haven't come under the rules anyway, so the children are not qualified. So they have to continue to renew. If not, they will be at disadvantage.
All right.
That's the situation.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Please go ahead quickly.
Hello, mommy.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. I want to make one inquiry. I have a friend that wasn't brought to this picture. I bring him down to this picture. Now we are now 13 years in this country. So I have lived to remain. But I now apply for the nationalization.
Have what?
The same 13 years in this country. But we have lived to remain at the moment.
Okay.
But I want to make a private account, apply for their nationalization.
Okay. How old are the children?
17 and 14.
Were they born in the UK?
No, ma'am.
And what status have they got now?
Leave to remain.
How many times have they got the leave to remain?
Just one.
So they have to continue to get the leave to remain. They have to continue to renew to get the leave to remain. If they are not born in the United Kingdom, they cannot apply for registration unless they are finalized and finish up the leave to remain that they are granted under the routes they were granted under. They have to comply with that, finish up before they can now come on to settlement and then naturalization.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. All right. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I'm the one that from me.
I think you should send me a WhatsApp because your communication is not clear from the distance.
Yes, sorry.
Mm.
Please, I just asked about what they did to you on Facebook. So I'm asking.
Please go ahead. So you want to do what? You are in Egypt.
Yes.
What do you want to do to with UK? You are in Egypt already, and we are in the United Kingdom. What do you want?
Yes, I want to.
You want to come to United Kingdom?
Yes.
For as what? As what?
I'm a student here. I'm not here. So I just come to visit.
You want to come for visit?
Yes.
Can you send me WhatsApp, please, so that I can advise you properly on WhatsApp? Okay? The same number you are calling me on, go on WhatsApp and say hi to me and put your voice message. Use.
So right now, I'm a citizen of the United States right now. So you were born in the UK.
You were born in the United Kingdom.
No, how can you was born? My first one was born in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Yeah, and we left the United Kingdom when it was 2 months, when it was 2 months old. But right now, he's a United States citizen. But I do want to know if he got any rights in the UK at any point in time from the Senate position to get his citizenship on that. So that's why he's on the recording today.
I didn't get your question.
My point is, he was born in the UK. Did you get me?
Yes, but he left United Kingdom when he was 2 months old.
2 months old, exactly. So, but right now, he's a citizen of US now. He has a United States passport now. So, but I want to know if there's any possibility of him still having a status in UK.
No.
Having a British passport.
Unless if you were settled at the time. If you are settled in the United Kingdom or you have British passport, then the child can still have that opportunity. But without that, he has lost it since you have taken him out of the country. That's it.
Oh, so once he's out of the country, there's no way for him to get it?
No, you won't get it. You cannot get it anymore.
Oh, man. So what about his NHS and all that? Is it still value?
What about what?
His NHS, like his NHS, and he's coming in for his medication and stuff, because his NHS number when he was born. Is all those stuff still valid? And he's still coming.
Because if none of the parents has status at the time of the birth of that child is going to be treated like a foreigner. Yeah. The only difference is that he's having British birth certificate. That's just the difference. But at the time of his birth, he's not a British citizen. So when he comes into UK, after 3 months, he will need to take a visa to stay more than 3 months, so that he can comply with everything in the United Kingdom, like adult, like any other person.
But if he's coming back for his school now in UK and his college program there too, when you have any possibility, maybe if he's staying over like 10 years from now in UK, does you have any chance to get
No, he cannot. He cannot, unless he applies to the Secretary of State in the United Kingdom for a status to remain in the UK, and he will come under the 7-year route as well. So he will have to stay in the UK for 7 years and then apply.
Okay, if he comes in now and stays for 7 years without going out,
he will apply for limited leave to remain. He's not going to apply for British passport. British passport or
now we keep after 7 years, but we can do that for 7 years.
That British passport is the last resort. That's
I'm talking about the limited now.
The limited
even before 7 years.
It cannot be done. The child will have to stay in the UK for 7 years continuously.
Before I even apply for the limited stuff.
That's correct.
Man, that's a lot of. Now we have to do everything I've been trying to get to UK.
That's the situation, my dear.
So, all right, thank you so much, man. You have a good one, yeah? Thank you.
I'm looking at your comments here, Ade Omade. The child is a US citizen now. Don't come and rip United Kingdom off now. Ade Omade, you make me laugh. And somebody else is comment here.
Hello.
Yeah, hello dear.
Yeah, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, please, ma'am, just need a quick question, ma'am. Yeah, I'm living here in Wolverhampton. I'm pregnant at the moment, and I'm Italian citizen. So when I get back, how long will my child be a British citizen if he wants to?
Was your child born in the United Kingdom?
He's going to be born in the United Kingdom.
10 years continuously. You have to stay in the UK 10 years continuously.
Okay, but we can go and visit.
If you go out, the child will lose it unless you have status.
Pardon?
Unless you have status and the child has status. If the child doesn't have status and you take the child out and you come back with visa to bring the child back in, the child lost it.
No, me personally, I'm Italian citizen. Okay. I have Italian passport.
Okay.
So I'm saying if we go out like on holiday.
What did your child has now? What did he have?
He's not yet born. I'm still contemplating if I'm going to born him here in England or go out to Italy.
If you have lived in the UK continuously for 5 years, at the birth of that child, you can register that child for British citizenship.
Okay. So when I get the birth here in Wolverhampton, after 5 years, I can register him.
No. If you have lived in the UK for 5 years now, before the birth of the child.
Okay.
Then you can register your child for British passport.
Oh, that's okay. I'm less than 5 years anyway. Just 2 years now.
So in 3 years' time, you can register your child. But you can
Okay, thank you very much.
you can get Italian passport for your child if you want to. You go to your country embassy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
You
Have
most
a
welcome.
peaceful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, dear.
I just want to ask you a question, please. Hello.
Please go ahead. Go ahead quickly. Go ahead.
Okay. I came here when I was 13, and I turned 18 like 2 years ago. I just want to know what I can do because I haven't taken a year with me.
You came to UK at what age?
13 years old.
And you turned 18 how long ago?
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
So I have a child 1 year old. I haven't got anything.
How many years ago did you say you came to UK?
That would be 7 years now.
And you are 18. So 18 2 years ago it means that you are 20 years now.
Yes, going to 20 by October.
You will have been entitled to claim private life, to do private life because you are under 24 years old. But unfortunately, the time you came in and to the present time of your age now, you are not up to the task of you didn't meet the age requirement because you were 13 when you came in and it was only 7 years ago, and you are 20 years now. And the rule on private life for under 24 is half of your age. So if you want to succeed, you will have been 10 years in the UK by now, and then you can make application half of your age for private life. So because you are less than that, then it's so impossible.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. If you have permanent residence, Adebayo, your question is, I would like to know maybe I am entitled to apply my British passport now because I got permanent residence. Caller, please wait. Let us answer those who are online as well. Yeah, let us answer those who are online as well, please, because I'm going to leave now. I have clients waiting for me. Yeah, please hold on. I need to answer some of the people on online now. I would like to know maybe I am entitled to apply for British passport now because I got my permanent residence. I have spent a year already. I have done English tests and live in the UK. People are saying someone has to spend 10 years in the UK before you can apply. Go and look at the letter of your status. Go and look at the letter. That's one assignment I give you. Go and check your letter. The second assignment is that are you applying? Did you get your permanent residence under EA person or under British person? That is second. The third question is that have you overstayed before you apply? If you are under British person, have you overstayed? Go and look at those questions and phone me back for appointment to see me. Thank you. That is for Adebayo. Ifeoma, please, I want to find a way to leave Nigeria in a genius way. What procedure do I follow? Well, if you want to leave Nigeria in a genuine way, in a good way, then you have to apply for under the point-based system. Entrepreneur, investor, students, or entertainment. For those entrepreneur and investor, you must have money in their account, like £200,000 sitting in your bank account, and it must be your money. For students, you have to find university of your choice so that your dependent people will be able to apply under you. So you have to be a university, not college. Isaac Bonnie, well done, sister. I'm married to a British citizen and I have indefinite leave to remain. How long can I apply for a British passport? The question is, when did you get your indefinite leave to remain? Did you overstay your visa before you were granted? Look at that and phone me for appointment on 0208 309 8808. Lina Abubakar, thank you. Or Para Prosper Arure, you can contact me from Finland on 07908 628240, which is the number I'm using now. Okay, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello,
yeah, please go ahead. Ekason.
I don't want to say the question in my door.
It is what you.
Oh, sister, me was in 14 years ago, be motivated. So, what is the yellow immediately? So, one quick thing, how about my yesterday by me or my customer ship?
Oh, my water.
Oh, my one labor should be not a big garden. One band for 10 years.
So, clearly, the effect, but I told you.
Under
what emblem are you going to get the child into the country? In the first step, the child is not yours. Exactly. The child is in Nigeria and the child has parents, father and mother living and kicking and they are happy. So, how are you going to get the child into the country? Then wash your hand off it.
Okay. Okay. All right,
don't waste money with any other lawyer. That's the advice I'm going to give you. Don't waste money.
Because I want to make one day buy your wallet. Because we should seek advice. If I can do anything.
Go and use people that can help you to bring them in. Hello, Lumo. Better my waste to go you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hello. Please go ahead.
Hello, ma.
Please go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Yes, ma. So, December, 6 years.
How long ago then saw you? How long ago are you referring
to? 2012.
So it's only 6 years back, so you can't do anything now.
So what about the
you still can't do anything because none of them is 7 years in the UK.
Okay, so by 7 years.
Tobacco 7 years in the UK.
Yeah.
Then you can be looking at affliction then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Jimmy Babarinde, thank you. Immigration fees are due to increase on the 6th April 2008 with the immigration head surcharge also be increased by 100%. Thank you, Jimmy Babarinde. At least that is not coming from Tukumbo Lagbaye, that is coming from Jimmy Babarinde. Immigration fees are due to increase on the 6th April, hold on the 6th April 2018 with the immigration head surcharge also being increased by 100%. Fantastic English write-up. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy.
Hello?
Hold on. DD Olola said they prefer buying £150 Ashwebi per week instead of putting money aside. Awful wouldn't kill some people. A wolf wouldn't kill some people. Oh my God, Nigeria in the UK most especially need to get their priorities right. Get a saving can and start saving money from the day one that you have been granted. Good advice, DD Olola. Thank you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the great job you're doing. God bless you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Yeah, just two quick questions, ma'am. I've called them sometime before, but I'm a bit worried now.
Go straight. I've got too many people online and I have to go now. I've got clients waiting in the office, so I have to leave. Please.
Okay, yeah. Ma'am. I've got my application inside since 2016 because I've been signing So, and I've got a 7-year-old now who was 7 last year December. So now I don't know what is my chances, because they sent me a letter that I should sign some forms because there was an issue that arose that is in servitude. So my fear now is I don't know if they're going to contact the people, the family people and all that. So I'm a bit worried, and I don't know what chances I've got now.
What are you worried on? Tell me exactly what your worry is about.
Number one, with the letter they sent to me, that the consent letter that I should sign, that if they want to refer my case to the NRC or something like that, because it brought up about servitude. I don't know if they're going to contact the people or not, because I didn't find the other part that says the police that they have contacted me.
I will not be able to assist you in that kind of question, to be honest with you. That is the stakeholders' discretion. Okay. I won't be able to assist you, I'm afraid so. Sorry about that.
Okay, but what about my application in general? What chances have I got?
What type of application was it?
It's FLRFP.
And what basis was the FLRFP went in?
That I've been in the country and based on family rights for my children.
Yeah, but how old are the children at the time you put in the application?
My daughter was 5 then, and my son was 3. But because I was signing, they advised me that I have to put in an application.
So how old are they now?
My daughter is 7, going to be 8. My son is 5.
Yeah, it's 50-50. Because 50-50, because the application went in before the child clocked 7. So if the government, if the stakeholder wants to look at it from that end, they're not going to grant you. But if they want to look at it from the time of decision, that the child has already clocked 7 before the caseworker picked the file up, then you might be lucky.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, dear.
God bless you. Okay.
I think I have to leave now. I want to welcome you on board, the honorables of the Yoruba indigenes in the diaspora, either in the US or in the United Kingdom. Prince Rich Adetule, I want to welcome you. I want to welcome Mr. Tokunbo Elufowoji. I want to welcome Oluwakemi Ajet Elegbeji. I want to welcome the Honorable Sound Yoruba indigenes name that I connected with last night to connect with the I tag you with the program, and you respect me to come and see what I'm doing this evening. I want to appreciate you, Prince Rich Adetule. I want to appreciate you, Tokunbo Elufowoji. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate all of you that I tagged you last night, to know that we are proud of our Yoruba language as Yoruba indigene in the diaspora. I want to appreciate all of you for seeing that tag and coming up to come and see what I'm doing today.